coders, welcome back. So today we are continuing through this Stripe payment processor stuff, and this morning I was working on doing some fixtures and grabbing one of the Stripe events that comes through, the paid event, and then saving that into the database as a fixture, which means that I can run that again and run some tests from that. So what I've just done is I've ran the make tests command, which goes through all the various different testing and auditing tools, and it's picked up a couple of things so on PHP Stan, so we'll fix those first and then we'll continue where we left off. So and if you haven't seen the previous one, I've just set that public, so if you want to follow along then do so, but I'm pretty much getting my head down just working through all of this stuff. So, data fixtures, Stripe webhook fixture, excuse me, on line 35, set status, expects, okay, I think I understand what that means. Let's see, line 35 of here, isn't it? So, and it's line 35. Excuse me. Here we go. So we got the status here. Okay, right. What I need to do is do some form of checking, I suppose. So if status is an instance of Stripe webhook status. And if it's not, oops, then we throw new exception, which is Stripe order. It's an order status, isn't it? Order. Is it an order status? No, it is a Stripe web hook status is invalid. I mean, these are just my fixture files, so it's not no great shakes. Just means that I haven't set it up and configured it properly. Okay, so that should cover that one. Line 38 though, strutter lowem expects a string, but string or null has been given on line 38. 38 is here. What's that talking about? Let me just run static analysis again. So make static analysis. Let's just do that again. Line 43. That is the same file, isn't it? Line 43. Line 43. Ahaha. Here we go. Get event ID. Right, what I could do, I suppose, is instead of using the event, use that. Yeah. Okay. Let's just make sure that's happy. And then we've got user fixtures on line 395. Parameter 1 status. Okay, let's grab that. It is just this one here, I've just seen that, and it's line 395. Here we go. Order status. It's again, I need to do that check. If if order status is not an instance of order status, then do the same thing. Throw an exception. Throw new exception. Invalid order status. Okay, let's see. Are you happy with this now? Nope. Okay, so let's do make tests. Yeah, let's just do the whole suite, shall we? So I was thinking on lunch about this. The way we've got this set up and there's a couple of issues with it, which I'll discuss once we get these tests done. So the event that I've supplied is this one here on the right hand side. So this is the one that we've captured from the database, and we've supplied in as a fixture, and we've base encoded it to base encode 64, saved it into the database, and then we decode it, and then we get the event from it. And so this is the customer email. This is the customer from Stripe's point of view, and then you got your price IDs and your plan, for your plan and everything. It's all good. You got your interval, nickname, product. That's looking all good. We'll just wait for the tests to go through. So this is mimicking a user who's just created a subscription. So I said it before that it was an upgrade, but actually it's not. Okay, what's this? Unserialized error. This was what? Stripe payload store test, unpack payload. Ha 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 ha. This is because I see now. We're trying to unpack something that let me think. Where would that live? That would be in here, right? Let's make some room, shall we? There we go. And okay, let's deal with this first. So Stripe payload load test on line 115, unpack test. I see the problem. Event. So now what we need to do, unfortunately, is when we unpack this thing, we are now doing a base 64 encode, which means that I have to, not in there, Pete, come on. What was the class called? Yeah, I have to I need to encode it. So base 64 encode. Yep. Can we just run that test? Well, sorry, I'll run all of them. Let's just make I can do make test coverage, can't I? It's a unit test that's failed, so make test coverage. There we go. That'll run the unit tests and the integration tests. I believe that was a unit. Yeah, it was a unit test that failed. I could have just ran test unit, but whatever. Cup of tea. Okay, that looks fine. Are we on the integrations now? It looks like it. No, we're still going through the units. Okay, fair. Fine. Now we're going through the integrations. I suppose we should wait until this is done. I'm not worried about the acceptance tests at this stage. We haven't done any front-endy changes, so they should be all good. Okay, there's an error there. This one here. Stripe webhook manager test. Create from event. I'm assuming I should have ran my tests after I did that base 64 encode before I went on lunch. But it's a good job that I have these tests because they're identifying areas that that change has touched. Hopefully it's just that one. Oh no, there's another one. Find, what's that? Find latest by user. Interesting. Okay, looks like that we got 2 errors then. Okay, here we go. All the lols. Okay, it is that base 64 encode. Right, the first one and oh, hang on a minute. Was 1 error and 1 failure. So what's that? That's the error. That's the failure, and that's the error. More than 1 result was found. Okay, that's not correct. And then this one is, that's an easier one to fix. Because with this, all I do is just grab that. That's the new string, and I put this in Stripe Webhook Manager tests. So that's in tests in Stripe hook. Come on, webhook validate. Let's just grab that. I'm not even going to bother looking for it. Oh, it's a manager. Yeah. Yes, so that would be the manager stuff. But anyway, let's put that back on my clipboard. That should be it. And it was looking for identical strings based on create from event. So create from event here. There we go. New event type. Event is data, and then we are doing create from event. Serialize. I think this is the thing. Serialize data is serialized data. Serialized data. Where? Aha, same. Yes. So the payload now needs to be base encoded. Yes, because when we create from the event, when we go into here, it's now going to do the base encode of that. Makes me feel like we need to have a decode and encode set of methods, but maybe I'll add that if things get too problematic. So that should solve that one. And then this one here is more than 1 result found for a query, although one row or none was expected. Interesting. Now I don't follow that one. Let me see. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're grabbing the user by the ID. Let me just see in the world of data fixtures where that is. So user fixtures. There we go, ID. It appears to only have the 1 subscription, which is paid, but this is the one that we played with because that is new. And test find by user. Find latest by user. I'm going to keep that there, and then I'm going to just get rid of some of this rubbish. Not that one. Was it that one? Subscription repo. This one here. I'm going to split that to the right. Let's just kill some of this stuff. Okay, so what's going on here? Find latest by user. Find latest by user. So let's see. This is doing a query where we select from S get current. We alias that to C and we join. Let's move this over here so I can see a little bit more. C.id is C.s.current. Fine. C.order. Blah, 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 blah. That looks good. And then set parameters, get one or null, and you're saying that more than one result. That's so weird. Why would that return more than one? A non-unique result exception. What's going on? I'm obviously not joining properly by yeah. Yeah, I think we can just close all in the group. There we go. Right. Let's have a look at this. S.current is C, join with C.id, S.current, join C. Can't, nothing is screaming out there. Nothing's screaming out. This is kind of throwing me a bit of a curveball, this one. Right, subscription repository test on line 30. Which is, yes, it is. It's definitely running this method. What we're doing is we're grabbing the service doctrine, getting the manager, and then we're getting the user, setting the ID, and then we're doing get repository subscription, and then we're finding latest by the user passing in the user that we've got here. So the latest subscription, there should only be the one, and yet this is saying that it's returning multiple, and yet in our order fixtures we only have the one, which is rather bizarre. Am I not limiting this to I just want to I'll triple check. I mean, that would throw an error if there's a user with more than one ID. Yep. Okay, that's correct. Okay, let's have a look at the joins then. So what's going on with the joins? S.current. So it's querying on the subscription. That's the subscription table. And it's aliasing S.current as C. So the current ID to the S.current. Join S.current. Join C.order summary as alias of O. Join with O.id is C.order summary. C is current. And then here we're doing the check. So O.customer, so that's order.customer, is equal to the user that we've supplied. And which is here. And then O.create, yeah. How strange. I didn't anticipate this one. This is a bit of an interesting challenge. This one. What's subscription repository on line 45? Yeah, it's just this one. And it's throwing a more than one result was found for query, although, so maybe I'm a distinct? I don't know. Why would there be more than one? I'm going to have to get into the database. I think. I need to actually see what we have. Let's see. Let's, I can do it in here. Let's get rid of that for a second. Let's get into, oops, the code. Let's evaluate the shell. And let's do MySQL. And dive into here, and let's see. So select S on subscription. So select all from subscription. All right, we've got 10 subscriptions. Fine. And we want to s.current. All right, let me just do a describe of see what's going on with this. I can't remember how this is set up. Create table. Subscription. Right. It is current is order item. I see now. So that's the that is the order item. And the order item, yes, that would be why the order item is linked to c.order summary, which is the order. Order ID is C order ID, so that's C, which would be order item, and then order summary, and then O customer is user. So, do we have current? Do we have select? The user has the subscription ID. So, if we did subscription ID from user where ID is equal to, and had a look at you, need to put in an equal sign. Lol. Okay, so that's the subscription. So and we've got plan, the current, that's order item. This only has one subscription though. I'm so weird. I'm so confused. S.currency, C, where's C? Join C. Alias C. Where user, where are we linking that? O customer. I think what we need to do is actually change that around. This is based on the order, and I don't think that's right. I think, what are we returning here? We are just returning the subscription. We're getting the, linking it to the current subscription. I'm not sure that's wise. Can't we just do, because, can't we just do this? Does that test actually know what the thing should be, and therefore it actually tells us? No, it's just saying assert that there is a subscription. Okay, that's not handy. Let's build upon this test then, because that's just useless for the in regards to this this check. This is getting the latest subscription, right? So the latest subscription for you is get the plan, and let's have a look. It looks like you are getting a free subscription, I think. Okay, let me also load this up as a test. This is why I have individual groupings. So I have a group per test, I have a group per type of test, and then I have a sort of a group per namespace of test, if you will. So I'm going to just in here we're going to do bin code set run unit, and this is going to be our failing test that we're going to run. Why has that not found that group? -G run code sept run repository subscription. What? Oh, this is an integration test. It's not a unit test. Of course it is. Yes, because it's dealing with the database. Of course it is. Right, yeah. Okay. Integrate. Yeah. Okay. So that's the problem that we're facing. But we're making sure that once we get this, we're actually getting the right one. So I also want to make sure get. No, that's good. That's fine for now. All right. So let's see if we can start actually fixing this thing. I think I need to join. It's getting the subscription. It's getting the subscription. So in here, yeah, it's getting the subscription. We got the current, but you could join it back to the user. Why can't you join it back to the user? I mean, if you did that, yeah, let's just do that. So instead of joining the order summary, which is great and everything, you know, well done. What about also doing and where? Well, why not do this? Join u dot which is user. So let's just jump up to there. So you've got user dot subscription ID. So it's join but that's the root, isn't it? Subscription is root. let me just change this to actually get results, right? So then we can actually see what's being returned. I could do get first result, but that's not what what I think is a good idea. So let's just change that and then do a code step debug of latest, and then change that to return an array for just a second, and then do this test again, but this time with D for debug. Okay. Great. Fine. Let's do a... That's not going to work, is it? It's definitely getting multiple, isn't it? So let's do toString. Actually, let's just cast it to a string. And also let's do right, here we go. They are both entity subscriptions, and yet we have one which is this one, and then we have one which is that one, which is so weird because that is the one here where the user is this one. So what is that one about? Who is associated to that one? That's a bit strange. Select all from, select blah, 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 select describe user, select all from, let's just type it out. So select let's do select email from user where subscription ID is this weird subscription ID. I reckon it's the one that we've just, what we did last time, the new one, you know. Oh. The plot thickens. I feel like there's a fundamental flaw somewhere. Okay, so there's two issues. One is the class. This test is only should be finding one, and it's finding two. And the other issue is that the first one that it finds, isn't associated to a user, which is very bizarre. The trouble is that we have O customer and it's linking that to user. O customer, user, order customer, based on the user ID. I think we can just do user, can't we? Let's put this all the way back to that, and then let's just comment that out for a second. I think there's something I need to do to adjust this. We're finding all the subscriptions and we've got the user, so we're trying to do it from the subscription point of view, though. It would be far easier if we did it from the user point of view, because the subscription doesn't have the user credentials tied to it. The user has the subscription credentials tied to it. So the way I'm finding it is through the order summary. So you've got the S current, which is the order item, and you're getting the order summary. Where OID, where the order ID is the order item summary. So that should pull out one order, and then we are, and where that is equal to this, which we pass in. This is the thing that's confusing me. Why are we only, it doesn't appear to be limiting this. Let me have a look at my orders. Okay, so we got is it because what? Why have you got, why is this customer got so many orders? What? Is it, I've deleted the database, like, hang on a minute. Is there something else going on here that I'm just not? I've done like a long time ago and I haven't subscribed. Is it this? Oh, yes, it is this. Yeah, it's this. There's another fixture that happens after those fixtures that then puts in orders, and I've totally forgot about this, which is why this user has more than one order. Right. Okay. What I need to do, I understand now what the problem is. This is why. Oh, that's why it was commented out. Remember the thing that I did, and it was commented out, and then I uncommented it, and I actually said, why is this commented out? And I uncommented it. It's because I moved the order stuff to this set of fixtures rather than from the user. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, at least I know now what's going on. The problem with this now is the fact that come on. Find by latest is getting it's not. We need to put in we need to put in a limit. That's what we need to do. Is it set limit or something? Set lifetime? No. Lim. How do you? What? Set max results. Here we go. Set max results is 1. Right. Okay. And I suppose what I should do is take a look at these fixtures, which live in here, right? For this user, which I think is this one. Free. Yep. All right. Let's do the test again, and I think that should have solved it. Oh my word. That was a pain in the ass. The thing that threw me is that I was looking at the wrong set of fixture files, and I assumed that customer only had the one order until I had a look at the order table, and then I was like, hang on a minute, there must be something else that's putting those orders through. So what's going on here? Latest subscription. Failed subscription plan is identical to free. What? Oh, silly me. Get internal name. That's what I need to do. Excellent. I'll remove the -d. Okay, cool. Right, let's get rid of all of this ridiculousness, and let's come out of the database, and let's do make tests. Yay. Whilst that goes off, I'm gonna do because we've done a lot of change, so let's do that. It is in the subscription repository. Subscription. This one. Oops, no, wrong thing. Yep, they seem to all be going through okay. Yeah, now we're on to the integrations. We'll wait for those to go through. So, I see. I understand now what's going on. The create subscription jobby should be commented out. Because, why is that? That is now handled in here. So we need to port all this stuff across. That's what we need to do. Yay! I can't do that until these tests are finished. Hey, no, this isn't Laravel. This is Symfony. I don't have the same. I don't have users using the same ID. That's no, that's silly. But thanks for your comments. It isn't. I got to the bottom of it. It was the fact that there was a set of fixtures that were running after the user fixtures that added extra subscriptions, and I didn't realize. And it was only until I did the select all from orders that I realized that there was more than one order on this particular user. And then the thread unraveled. Okay, let's finish the. I'm not worried with those things yet. That's fine. Okie dokie. So I kind of need to be using this now instead of that one. Yeah. So I need to take out all the subscription work from here, right? And then add it to here. Yeah. Yeah. So free test one. Looks like I've done quite a lot of work on this already. So I'm going to get rid of that. Do we have... No. Right now, this is the next one, which is the monthly user. So we have... So I'm just checking everything is wired up. The integration test should tell me if they're not. So order status is paid. Yep. It looks like I have done all the things that some of the things I did this morning. This is now the yearly test. Status is paid. Yep, that's correct. Let's go down now to here, which one are we on now? I have forgotten my password to test. I am going to get that out of this here. I'm just not going to even bother with that. User has no sub plan. That's fine. That's fine. GitHub 1. Yeah, so we should create this one. Subscriptions down here. We have free. So that's free. Interesting that the periods are different. Date stamps, sort of date formats. 01. Oops, 01. 21. 21. That doesn't even make sense. Why would you start and stop on the same day? That doesn't even... That should be 02, surely. Okay, we'll only put in the one for that. And then... This one is... a no email. Well, no email shouldn't have any... Stripe monthly subscription renewal. This is the one we added this morning. So we'll add that in here. And it's not a renewal, it's new. So it's there we go. So so that is now monthly. Why would that be if that's yearly? Is that yearly? That's not a yearly price. A yearly price. That would be yearly. And then that would be, let's do monthly though. That, if I could spell it, come on. That should be 20. There we go. Right, this one here is our new one that we put in this morning. So 0103 and 0104. That is 20. And there's an issue with this that I'll deal with in a sec, but we'll just make sure that these all go in okay. And then we'll do create subscription. Let's get rid of all of this. And then create subscription. I'm going to comment all of this out because I think I just want to run the DB test rebuild job just to add all those fixtures in. Then I'll run the tests and then I'll remove that code. That was interesting. It seems to have done that's the subscription plan. Order. User fixtures. Yeah, that makes sense. So it goes subscription plan fixtures, then it adds the user fixtures, then it does the resource fixtures, and then it does the subscription fixtures. Okay, so that does make sense. So this one here says that this doesn't exist. When we create the users, are we referencing them by email? It would appear so. Here we go. User, get email. Yes, we are. So, are these all prefixed with user? Yes, they are. Okay, that's why. That's why. User underscore, which means that one down here needs to be done as well. Okay. Okay. Run that. That's worked. Great stuff. So let's now run those tests. So we'll do, let's get rid of that one for a sec. Make a little bit of more room. We can get rid of that as well. There we go. Make tests. As long as we don't get rid of the bottom one. Well, we can get rid of the bottom one. Doesn't matter. And we can also get rid of that one as well. There we go. Right. So it's found some styling issues. So we'll run that again. It's fixed those as well. Whilst this goes off, I'm going to grab a cup of tea and I will be back. So I'll see you all in a few minutes. Right. Oh, it's doing the acceptance tests. Don't care about that at the moment. Okay. So we fixed the bugs in the tests, and we've now moved over to using the subscription fixtures, which I should have realized we were going to do anyway. So let's I'm just going to do git commit when I say there we go. Okay, so I've totally forgotten where we left off before all of that craziness happened. I think, yes, that's right. I was playing around with an order we captured that from Stripe, and we were about and we were processing it. That's right, and we were processing it. So if I was to run make DB rebuild just to get it back to flat, what it was right at the start. My watch is just charged. So we'll just run through everything again. Good. And then we will do I need to get into the container for this. Bin, that's the Kubernetes container. That's not what I'm after. It's bash. And if I ran bin console and ran our queue report, which is this one. Lol. Get back to the terminal. Bin console, blah blah blah. That's the queue report. We should have one that's been added. Yeah, the invoice paid. So that's the one that was added through the fixture. And then if we ran, I could have just found it up here. This one. This is our job that will run periodically. It will try and process that, and then it'll try and process that. User is already a Stripe customer. Subscription plans are the same. Skipping. Okay. I probably need to log out and log in on that one. Get to the command. So what have we got here? Working on that ID. User is already a Stripe customer. Skipping. Working on. That's right, I understand now. So this is when a user has created their account. So this means that in our user fixtures, for this particular user, we need to remove this one. So this is Stripe Monthly New. So this is null. And that is correct. And then on here in our where are we? Where did this? Hang on a minute. What's going on? In subscription fixtures for this particular user, which is this one. So that's the monthly plan. That's the fixture. Hold on. Hang on. What was the fixture I used to put in the actual event? It was here, wasn't it? There we go. Right, and then this is the event for that particular user, and in the payload, which is base64 encoded, has the details of that customer. Yeah, so let me think. That comes off of the ID, off of the email, and then that's the ID goes into there. Right. Let me just double check something a minute. Let's do. I'm going to need another terminal. I wish I never cut those down now. No, let's do one horizontally. Docker. No. What am I trying to do? I need to run. Yeah. I need to run the database fixtures again to remove the customer ID. So yeah, make db test rebuild. So that should remove the customer ID from there. Also, because the order isn't placed yet. This is the thing I want to do. The order isn't placed yet until that event is processed via my command. So this shouldn't exist. It should be like there should be a status of pending on this. So yeah, so that would be in. Yeah, so this should be pending. That's right. Yeah, that's right. So if we go to, do we have a status of pending? I'm not sure. No, we don't. We got paid, cancelled, and refunded. No, so we need another status in here called pending, which is or due, or pending, or due. No, I suppose pending would be. You would have due. Hang on, let me think about this. You would have paid, cancelled, refunded, due, and overdue. There we go. So we need to tidy these up. So this needs to be due. And this needs to be overdue. Fine. I think that solves that little. So we have that is due, and that is overdue. Gotcha. And then in not in there, in here, that would be status due, I think. Right, so let's rebuild that database. There's also a problem I've got with order placed. So that would actually no, that would be false. It wouldn't be active if it's due. And there's also a question over the order placed stuff that I had. It was like when we create the order, a new order summary, there is add item, so total customer, paid date, here we go, paid date. And yet in here we've got order placed. What is order placed? Let's have a look at the twig for that. That would be front end. It would be order. No, wouldn't it be an account? It would be in billing. Order placed. It would be creation date. Why would that be creation date? We have, hang on a minute, that order placed, that's when it was placed. That's correct, actually. It was placed then, and then you've got a paid date. So it was created on that time, and then it was paid when the script runs. So I think we need to also have another section in here. So order placed and order paid. And then this would be paid date. And we would supply that a default of not paid or something. I'll be interested to know if that works. Let's go to so that's going to be running off of the creation date, which is actually wrong because the creation date is today's date and I don't want that to happen. It's the subscription fixtures. Here we go. So the plan start, plan end. What we could do, I suppose, this is going to be very tricky because, like, obviously every day changes, so these would all change. Unless we fixed it to the start date, maybe. So create order summary. Order summary, set creation date, and we'll create that on the start date. I mean, that makes sense as test data goes. So yeah, that would be start date. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's give that a blast and see what happens with all that stuff. That's valid. Sweet. So let's log in with this account. Let's find the username and password, which would be in here. It would be this one. log in. Log in. So the account type is monthly, and if we went to billing, so order placed was 010321. That's correct. Why are we saying it's due, which is correct, but why are we saying that that has been paid, and why is that today's date? What's happening? Create order summary. Set status, set creation date, set active, set customer, set creation date. Okay. This is definitely running off of... Yeah, because we've literally just done it. Alright, that should be paid date, yeah. And I was expecting it to say that because it's still due. So where's that coming from? Have I done something weird with the life cycle callbacks, perhaps? Yeah, it has life cycle callbacks. So I'm wondering if paid date is nullable. So set paid date. All right, let's see if that's been called anywhere. No. Let's see if it's been called anywhere in here. No. How very strange. I guess we should get the source of truth, and the source of truth would be the database, right? So let's do. I'll tell you what I could do just to be quick about it. Let's just go to here. No, let's deal with the source of truth. It makes sense to do to actually get the stuff. So do we have? Let me think. I'm sure we do. No. No. It's not called that, is it? And it doesn't have it doesn't have an L on it. There we go. Yes, we do have a customer ID. Thought so. Of course we do. Of course we do. Order summary where customer ID is equal to the customer in question is this one. Paid date. I should do that. Let's just, I can knock this forward. Paid date is null. It's null. Okay, so that's very weird. if the paid date is null, then is it the twig that's doing it? It's right. If that's okay, yes, I see now. If that's, we're piping that to there, and if that's null, which it would be, then it would get today's date. Okay, I need to do an if statement. That's what I need to do. Totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. I bet that's the case. If we're piping that to date, can we see what that is in the filter here? Date. So we got the date here, and the format is null. That's the environment variable. That's what we're passing here. A date, which is a string, and the format. If format is null, then get the extension date interval. Get date format. If the date is a date interval. If the format is null, we are passing in null. Hang on a minute. So there's no check on there to say what the data type should be. So I think we're passing in null, and it's throwing an error. So I think it'll probably go down into here, right? So that would be null. That would be null, which is allowed. Wait, right, date time interface, string or null, a date or null to be used, null to use the current time. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Yeah, so if it's null or it's not now, then it returns the new date. Fine, got it. Okay, good. Fine, twig, I understand. If order.date can we do is not null? Yeah, we can. If it's not null, and if no, come on. Seriously? Right, there we go. And then we would have an else in here. And it would be this side of that. So it would be, what did I have that as? Not paid or something? Not paid. There we go, right. Okay, let's see now. If we were to refresh this, yay! Ba-da-bam. Okay, so that's cool. So now I would like to just tidy things up a minute. So git status. Okay, and then we're gonna do what are we gonna do? We're gonna do that command. That's what we're gonna do. So this command, which works on this user, will create the user Stripe customer, and then it will. I want it eventually. It's not working yet, but I want it eventually to set all the statuses and the paid dates and everything. That's the plan. So, hey, Potato. Thank you for joining. Hacker time. It's always hacker time. It's always hacker time. Let's make sure there's still one in there. Yes. That's the one. Okay, so we've created the Stripe user customer. Whoop whoop. That's great. So subscription plans are the same. Skipping. That's the problem. That's the problem in here. So we've handled the Stripe customer. Handle subscription plan. Now this is where we were going to inject all of our newness, the newness that we created over the last few days. That does the decision-making process. What's happening here are we are dealing with the fact that that is not that, but that's the problem. That's very single-minded of this function. What we need to do then, because essentially what we need to do is in subscription we need to inject our new processor. That's what we need to do, and I think we should inject the factory. Because the factory does the decision making, or it calls upon the work unit to do the decision making as to which route to go down, and I would like it to go down the fresh route, this one, subscription new. Or we could just dynamically, we could just call this one. I haven't obviously created the process for this yet, so maybe we should do that next. I suppose that's a good start, right? Let me just run the tests, make sure I haven't screwed anything up before I do any of that. So let's get out of this. Let's do all this stuff. So make tests. What have I broken? So, yeah, I think the next step is to build out that process method for the subscription new. And whilst this goes on, I'll put some comments in. So what we want to do, number one, is we want to set the paid date to activate subscription. Number 3. So set the paid date, activate the subscription, and email the customer. So 3 is going to be update order status. Number 4 is going to be update subscription end date. And number 5 is to email the customer. There we go. Right, anything broken? No, it's going through the integration tests. That's fine. I'm surprised. I thought I would have at least broken something. I would have thought that PHP Stan at the very least would have complained, but it obviously hasn't. Shouldn't be long now. Yeah, so essentially I want to get it to the point where we can run the command, that one, and process that event that we've got stored in our fixture, and then I can log in with this user and find that the account, the subscription has been activated, the order was paid, the status is paid, we got the paid order paid date, and then it's good to go as a user of a monthly subscription plan. Yeah. Also, what I want to do is Yeah, eventually I want to change the description here to be like start date, end date, that kind of thing. How are we doing with this? Are we going on to acceptance test now? Yeah, okay, let's come out of that. Good. Okay, so set the paid date, activate the subscription, update the order status, update the subscription end date, email the customer. Okay. So let's write some tests for that. If we go to it's this one, isn't it? I think what we could do is actually we could, because now we're playing with the DB, we could write some integration tests. However, I think what we should do first is write some unit tests. Yeah, let's take a couple of steps back. Let's build some unit tests first to test out a few of those things. Oops, sorry, I'm going all over the place. This. And let's think about this for a second. We want to set the paid date to today, and we want to set the subscription and the status and the end date. Now the end date's going to be an interesting one because the end date will be different depending on the monthly and yearly subscription. So perhaps that needs to go into its own little, I mean all of these need to go in their own little methods, to be fair. I'm just thinking about this one, setting the paid date. I'm gonna have to find get the order from the subscription. Okay, let me think about this for a sec. I'm going to create an integration test, I think, straight up off the bat, because I need to get the order from the subscription plan. So let's do, and I don't think we've got that. Would that be coming from the subscription, or would it be coming from the order? Repositories, where are we? We have orders. These are the tests. Repositories. I reckon we need to create another. So we'll find all by customer and order subscription plan repository. Subscription order item repository. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to create some methods for this. Find latest by user. I think we need to create a test in here to find. I need to find the order item. I need to find the order item. So that would be S current. Yeah. All right. Let's create a test for that. Let's do in here. It would have to be an integration, unfortunately, and it would be coming off of the subscription repository, and we would have public function test find order item by subscription. Okay. No. And come on. grab all that. Paste that down in there, and this is find order item by subscription. Okay, so if we did subscription ID is equal to, and we can grab that from the DB. We need to do essentially this. I'll refactor all this in a minute. I just need to get this out of my head. Repo find order item by subscription. So first of all, we need to find the subscription. So yeah, that's the subscription ID, and we do subscription is equal to repo find find by the ID, which is what we've just, which we will populate in a minute, and then we find well, the order item by the subscription. Obviously I haven't done that yet, so that's going to fail, but this should become our order item, and so we need to, the test would be self assert instance of subscription. No. Subscription order item. There we go. Class as order item. There we go. Right, so we need to grab that from somewhere, which would be the database. Are we in our subscription things, filters, fixtures? Yeah, come on, Pete, use your words. Subscription fixtures. Are we actually setting the IDs? No, we're not. That could become a bit of a pain. So all these IDs are going to be different each time. Free subscriptions, add subscription data. We're creating a subscription. Yes, sorry. There is only, there is. So you can only have one subscription, but you can have multiple subscription order items. That's right. Yeah. So it's not this. It's. Hang on. I reckon what we can do actually is probably a better way of doing this is to utilize this find by user, because like I said, you can only have the one subscription. So let's do let's do all of this first. instead of that, we just do this. Yep. And then we pass that in. So find order item by subscription. There we go. Right, let's run that. It's going to fail, obviously. It's going to, of course, it's going to fail, but that's good. We've got a failing test, hopefully, if I can get this to work. Bin code set run. Nope, that's not the right thing. Soz is run integration -g. Boom. Okay, what's the error? Should be that the method doesn't exist. Yep. Good, good, good. Let's build it. Public function find, what was it called? Find order item by subscription. Okay, we want to pass in our subscription in here. And we want to return an order item, subscription order item, in fact. Yep. So then, query builder. Let's start from the top. Is equal to this. Create query builder. We'll do S. Trouble is, we are doing it from the perspective of hang on a minute, am I going around in circles here? I think I am. On the subscription, hang on, let me just get back to my entity. I think I'm making I'm going around in circles, and I shouldn't be. This is where a whiteboard would be really handy right about now. Yeah. Okay, so we've got, yeah, so none of this is required. We've got the order item hangs off of the subscription, so we don't need any of this jazz. That's just annoying. What have I changed here? Nothing. Good. That's just frustrating. So that was a bit of a waste of time. Okay, let's go back to here. So we've got the order item. So the subscription, which is this get current subscription. Oh, that's the current subscription plan. Oh wait, hang on a minute. Hang on. This get current subscription plan. That's the plan though, Pete. That's the plan. How is this? How? We got the customer has selected subscription plan. I think we need to inject the subscription into this. Not just the plan, but the subscription. I think that's what we need to do. I think I need to, when this is going to run, which is in subscription, processor, factory, we pass in the user, the customer, the selected subscription plan if there is one. unless we find the... Actually, no. I know what we can do. We can do this. Get this customer, get subscription, get current. There we go. Just like that. That gets the order item. Wow. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's not performant, but that's how you would do it. And then you would do what's that? That is, yeah, subscription order item. Yep. You would do order item set, or sorry, get order summary, set paid date to today, or whatever date I need to do. Then I would do, so up here we would do, I'm just going to riff for a minute and then we'll get back to the tests. So let's do subscription is equal to this customer get current type one word. Yep. Get current not found on app user. Oh, sorry. Subscription is this. Get subscription. There we go. That's the order item. This would be the order. Let's just map these to variables for a minute. Order summary. Is equal to order item. Get order. Oh, sorry. Get order summary. There we go. And then, so you would grab all that stuff. I'll put it above for a second, and you would do order summary. Set paid date to now date time. You would do subscription set active. Hang on a minute. Do we not have? Hang on. Why is there not a trait on here? Get current, get plan, get set current. Set updated date. I thought I had an active trait on this. I mean, okay, order item, set status, period start, period end. Hang on, is it the order summary? There we go. Order summary, set status. So we would need to find the status, right? So status is equal to something. Find the paid status and then set that to there. So I'm going to have to look at number 2. That's number 1. So I'll have to work on that one. So And then find the page status, which is number 3. Number 4 is to update the subscription end date. That would be and all of these I think need to go off into their own little worlds in their own little methods, of course. So that would be off of the order item. Set end date and period end to something. So we would need to get the we would need to work out actually if it's monthly or yearly, right? So like monthly would be I'm just riffing at the moment. So date time, data time. What am I doing? Something like that for monthly. That's yearly. And we would put whatever is in here depending on what the plan is. So I would need to do if this subscription get plan get internal name is equal to subscription plan constants internal name monthly, then it's this. And then obviously like an else if or something. This probably is best to be in a switch. I mean, I'll pull all of this apart. But this is like just and then the email of the customer, which we need to inject mailer and create email and send. Okay. It doesn't feel too crazy. I'm glad we split it up into smaller little classes that will implement the subscription processor interface. That's quite nice. Let's get rid of this for a sec. Okay, so let's do some testing, refactoring, and other stuff. I suppose I could do that first. It kind of feels like I need to do a lot of setup groundwork first before I tackle this stuff. Maybe. Don't know. If we go to the entity, I bet the subscription entity doesn't have the active trait on it. Probably just left it off by accident. No, it doesn't. All right, let's put that in first. First up, let's do make tests from outside of the container. I bet that's in there. Yes, it is. Okay. Fine. I'm going to comment all of that out. And just use that like my notes. Come on, Stan. Come on, Stan. Come on. Yeah. Let's just make sure I haven't broken anything. And then what I'll do is I'll commit what I've done, and then I'll add the active trait to the subscription. That will then mean that I need to create a migration. And then I'll commit that too, and then we'll go through the other bits and pieces. Although it is getting a bit late in the day now, so maybe we'll get to that point and then we'll call it quits. So tonight we have a dog trainer coming. We're gonna get Murphy a little trained up on stuff. There we go, doing all the tests. But I had my second COVID jab today, and I'm waiting to feel rough. So far, it's okay, but apparently, the second jab, you feel a bit rough. I felt a bit rough on the first one. I think I've just been too concentrating on this to even worry. Come on, all the tests. All those lovely little tests. I'm not going to bother with the acceptance tests. Not until I merge this in, and I feel like we're a long way off. I have to keep that open because I'm going to have to jump in. Actually, I'm going to have to jump into I'm going to have to do bin. Let's get these commands ready. Console. I'm going to need to do a migration. So I need to do, come on. Thank you. I need to do a doctrine migration diff, and then I need to do a doctrine migration migrate. Come on. Whilst this is going, because I think it's all going to pass, we'll do get into here. Come on. And we'll do git status and just see what we've done. Quite a lot, I would imagine. Oh yeah, git commit -m. We'll do adding notes to this. And what did we do to the tests? Git diff. There's two tests there that changed. What are those changes? Doesn't look like. Oh, okay. We've added a. Are they needed? And we've added some. Yeah, I don't think they're needed. Okay, let's have a look at those, just to eyeball them a little bit better. I don't think we need... no, we don't need that. And what was the other test? It was down here, wasn't it? No, we don't need those. So now if we did git status, we should be clean. That's good. Right, I'll do a git push on this. Are we not done with these tests? Oh, we're doing integration. Acceptance. Right, let's get rid of that. I'm not worried about that at this stage of the game, because the acceptance tests are going through and looking and going over the front end of it all. And we haven't tampered with that much. We have tampered with the billing section though. So I might run those later on tonight. Let's do let's deal with these migrations. The thing that I want to do is it's the subscription migration. The subscription migration needed to have the active trait on it. So I'm going to write a test to prove that the trait doesn't exist first. So let's go to entity here and look at, it's just a simple accessor method, so it shouldn't be that difficult in here. Yep. Just copy that for a second. Yes, whatever. Let's do set active. And what we're looking for on all of this, let's get rid of all of this. We're looking for set active is true. Can you see it's not there? And we want to assert that it is true. If we did subscription is active. So it's just a simple getter setter jobby. That's all. Set active. Blah 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 blah. Right. So if we were just to run the units, so we can do it from here. Bin, and I'll run all of them because they're pretty quick. Run unit. Well, we should get an error. There we go. Right. So now to fix that, we need to go over to here and say use traits active trait. Okay. So now if we ran all that again, that should pass. However, we haven't ran the migrations yet, so the database hasn't been changed. So what we can do with this is we could create an integration test. Although, I think I'm just going to create the migrations. Yeah, there's no need to go OT2 on this. Let's do bin console a minute. Let's do the diff. I mean, my make tests would pick this up because it should do anyway. If I was to run make tests now, it's going to do code style checking. It's then going to do mess detection. Then it's going to do PHP stan analyze. And one of these things Fingers crossed that's all good. Yep. Then it's going to do this one here. This should fail, this validate schema. There we go. Database schema is not in sync with the current mapping file. That is because we have just added this trait. And what we need to do is do this. Make. So I've got a bit of a safety net there, which is nice. This one here. Make migrations diff. Oops, no, I need to do it from outside of the container, don't I? Make, no. It's not a make file. It's, there we go. So that should create our diff file. And if I was to cat that out, we should see that that is just creating a active. That's good. So then if we did migrate, and then down here if we did a make tests once more, although hang on. I need to think about this. I've just done a migration. I need to update the dump file. Yeah, I need to update the dump file. So down here I need to do make db test rebuild. There we go. So let's drop the database. It'll run all the migrations, including the new one that we've just created. It will then run all the fixtures, and then it will ask me to save that dump file. There we go. So now if I ran, well, let's do a cat of make file a minute. And which is it? It's this one here, doctrine entity validate. That's the one we were just playing with. So if we did make and then that should return green now. Yes, it's all in sync. So if we did git status, we should see that we have the subscription entity, the dump file, and the test. So git commit -am, adding active flag to subscription entity, and we'll do a git push on this one. Wonderful. Cool. So I guess I should check my data fixtures for the subscriptions. Where we've got active on that, that's active on the order summary, isn't it? Is it not? Yes, it's active on the order summary. I actually want to go one step further than this. So I'm going to change this to be order active. So let's do a reverse search of that, and we'll change that to be order underscore active, like that, and we'll replace all of them. We'll change, hang on, there we go, that's correct, that's good. We'll also create on subscriptions, we'll do subscription active equals true. We'll just add these to these for a second. And we're going to set this to false. Right, and then down into here where we do subscription, we're going to do subscription set active, and we're going to give this data. Subscription active. I can't spell, can I? Subscription active. There we go. So if we ran those fixtures once more, so if we ran that command, sweet. And then if we dive back into the database again, so let's go to here, let's evaluate the shell, and let's do MySQL. No, let's not do that one. It's that one. Yep, and then let's do select active from can't spell subscription. Come on. We should have a lot of active and one that isn't active. There we go. Sweet. Good. So then in our notes, let's I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's do a from here. Let's do a git status here. Let's do git add. No, git commit. Oh damn it! I haven't added that. That's annoying. Happens to me every time. I forget to add the migration. Subscription active. Good. Good. And then if we did, yeah, we're clean. Let's do, I've saved all that. It's the notes that I want to play with. It's the notes. I will forget otherwise in here. It's the notes. So it is this. Active is true. Boom. All right. And I'm just going to put in all the things. Right. Should be there just that file. Yep. And subscription. Let's do status. There we go. Okay, good. Let's check the pipelines. I haven't seen these pipelines for a long time. Well, today I haven't actually looked at them, so let's go and have a look. Good, they're all looking good. Lovely stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna do a PR yet for this. There's a lot of work to do. Although there's a PR here. Let's have a look. Okay, what have we got here? We're adding in you have cancelled your order and go to your account screen. That looks fine. Acceptance page steps. Okay, good. So we've got a test for that as well, and we've got to checkout cancel. Okay, so we've added in an IC. Okay, and then down here we've done a feature. In order to see the checkout cancel screen, I need to go to the cancel page. Attempt to go to the cancel page. I go to checkout cancel page. Then I see, and that's the new thing we've added. Then I see you have cancelled your order, frowny face, and I see login to your account link. And I see login to your account link. Let me think. Yeah, because if you cancelled your order, you still have an account. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I can't approve. I think it's because... Can I just merge it in? Are you happy for me to just do that, GitHub? Yep. Confirm. Delete. Cool. So that should have sparked off a merge request into here. Yeah, okay. Good stuff. Right, I'm gonna shoot off, I think. It's been great. We've done a lot. This is the next step. Go through all of this stuff and actually wire everything up. But I think this is good. It's a good place to leave it. All the tests are passing. I have concerns with what we were doing with the CIDR and our processor factory, just because I think that I might have to... It's not concerns, it's more like I don't think the architecture kind of matches what it is that I'm actually trying to achieve. For instance, I don't think we'll be running it through a factory. I think we'll be calling these things individually based on the events that are given by the Stripe webhooks. I think. As nice as this is, I don't think it fits the purpose that I'm trying to do. Yeah, that's still up for debate. Cool. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, seeing the struggle, and just keeping me entertained. Thank you ever so much. Happy coding, everyone, and I'll see you again on... Well, the next time I'm streaming is Sunday, and this time it's going to be on Twitch. And yeah, let's do some Kubernetes. Let's do some Kubernetes on Twitch at 14:30 BST. Kubernetes. That's what we're going to do, because I want to deploy this all to Kubernetes. So I'm learning Kubernetes. So let's do that. Happy coding, everyone. See you on Twitch on Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.